the #1 ranked contender in the world, from Tampilisan, Zamboanga del Norte, the Philippines, El Zorro, Jonas Sultan, making the 5th defense of his IBF Junior Bantamweight World title, presented in association with MP Promotions, and fighting out of survival camp, Barangay Ramirez, Magallanes, Cavite, the Philippines, the pretty boy, Jerwin, Ancajas.
Calm, composed, and deadly precise, Jerwin Ancajas steps into the spotlight carrying the weight of a nation's pride and the poise of a true world champion.
Can he find his 4th string? What a shot! My, oh my, Ancajas!
With every defense of his IBF Super Flyweight crown, Ancajas continues to carve his legacy as the next great Filipino technician, a fighter who wins with both skill and heart.
But Gonzalez is not well. His legs are wobbly, and the left of the shot, it would have been better for him to go down because...
For Ancajas, this isn't just about defending a title, it's about honoring the Filipino fighting spirit and proving once more why he's among the best in the world.
Sultan trying to keep that head on the move.
Yeah, Sultan looking to land a straight right hand counter down the middle there. Good shot. Very
just leaning into the backhand a little bit there, Ancajas. Go down to a knee, so he throws those with power and real accuracy as well.
He's relatively patient, you know, he's busy and he starts quickly, but he doesn't. But Ancajas is such a good fighter. When he finds that rhythm, when he gets his distance, he really... quite vicious in there too. Good body shot going in again.
Saying Ancajas having a good look in this. Sultan is going to have to try and get inside that jab up close if he's going to have any joy really. Forward there, Sultan. Nice left hand there from Ancajas right at the end of this opening round. And he progressed pretty swiftly.
Just slightly out of range there with a really clever move. He just didn't quite connect cleanly, but would have been a brilliant shot if it had come off.
Sultan, who's finding it difficult really to get to the kind of range that he needs to be at. Impression that he's not going to want to do that. Sooner or later he's going to want to really mix this up.
Likes to score the knockdowns, but he goes about it properly. He sets things up behind the jab and down, and he's got the power that when he lands cleanly, he can do damage in one punch.
Just do, isn't it, the way they kind of build their way into a fight, they establish that jab.
Get behind your jab, get your boxing going, let everything flow, knocks them out, and that's just the way it goes. And Ancajas certainly goes about the business the right way. He does that. Not landing a nice right hand there, kind of caught with a check right hook counter. Wrong, I just think at the minute, Ancajas is that one step ahead of him, he's a little bit quicker to the punch. Step ahead of him, that bit sharper, beating him to the punch and just outmaneuvering him.
Ancajas now managed by really make the big money, Ancajas. Good right hand there from Sultan, and he's encouraged by that, looking to try and
say he's doing the right thing. Sultan boxing well, cannot fault him. You know, he's doing ahead of him, just kind of one step ahead of him. Got caught with the shot, took it well. Nice left hand there from Ancajas.
Of round 3, looking for the uppercut on the inside there. Sultan didn't quite land. It was a good idea though. He was the IBF Super Flyweight champion, defending champion in the red and white, and the challenger Jonas Sultan
looking to sink it in there.
The fact that he fell short with it didn't matter. He got right onto the shoulder, almost onto the waist actually. He dipped so low.
Kind of keeps his front foot there, then pulls in, pulls out. Doesn't load up that backhand, just throws it quickly to the body. That's why he's so accurate.
Some of the spectators inside the Save Mart Centre getting a little bit, just throw caution to the wind and walk forward, winging punches.
No, still having the better of things for me.
Showing his fellow countrymen plenty of respect here, looking for the right hand to the body, but he's covering up pretty effectively there, Sultan.
There's that body shot going in again, that straight left. He throws it so well, Ancajas. Punching out of the range, he's all very clever. You know, he's landing a punch, but he's also making a defensive move at the same time.
First minute pa rin, ganun pa rin, first minute pa rin, Will. Gusto ko yung jab mo, ha?
Much to pick between the two in that previous round. There wasn't an awful lot clean. Kind of grinding his way into this fight. I think the first 2 rounds were pretty poor, more difficult to score. Not a great deal. Left to the body there from Ancajas was a decent shot. Again, the crowd just getting impatient here. They saw some real action between Yafai and Carmona, right step to it. And I think that's what they wanted to see.
Nice left uppercut from Ancajas. Just as Sultan kind of fell in with the right hand, he shot the left uppercut through the middle. Got good body work as well there from Ancajas.
No maintaining a good defence there. Keeping those forearms in nice and tight. Short in stature.
Yeah, to be honest, he looks a weight division below. Small, but he's kind of chunky, I suppose. Biggish legs.
So he was stooping away to his right-hand side, came in from an unexpected angle, really.
And just jabbing with the backhand. But, you know, he gets his range. He's looking to get Sultan to commit, trying to walk him onto a counter.
And as these rounds tick by, and that of his trainer, that he probably will need to commit a bit more, because what he could do against Crawford, who is adding himself to that Pacquiao division. And Sultan has come out at the start of this 6th round just a little bit more aggressively. I was just suggesting during that break, Matt, that
definitely in the fight, but he is losing the rounds. The quality is coming from Ancajas. At some point, Sultan will have to edge it forward. He's feinting with his feet. You know, he's moving his head, his fans booing, but, you know, Ancajas is boxing well here.
Well, is it different over there? Are they more impatient generally?
Yeah, I think they definitely are more impatient. They like to see, you know, Carmona was a bit of a ding-dong, really, wasn't it? So this is a lot more, not really, you just have to stay focused and concentrate on the...
Well, that would focus the mind.
Jabs with the backhand and gets off to the side, so gets off on an angle. You can't hit him, but he can see that Manny Pacquiao is someone that Ancajas has looked up to and probably learned from. There's that kind of walking onto like a right hook, check right hook counter.
10 seconds up at the bell.
Ancajas with a flurry to the body, reaching the midway point of the fight.
Really, and doing it, he looks like he's very much still in first gear. Going to the body there, good body work.
Sultan
looking to draw something out of Sultan that he can counter.
He does seem to be looking to put his foot on the gas a bit in rounds.
Yep, sinking that body shot in again.
Trying to lead with the left hook there, Sultan. Caught a jab for his trouble.
Yep, just giving him the little feint, drawing the... And he counters the counter with the right jab over the top. You know, it's basic stuff, but clever stuff. Always feinting. Doesn't load up, really just shoots that straight left hand down the middle. Sometimes jabs with the backhand. See the little feint with the feet there. Looking to draw something from Sultan that he can counter.
10 seconds up at the bell.
Nice jab there. Just spinning up, then changing the angle. Now he's back in the center of the ring. I mean,
so Yafai has managed to get a quick shower in, and
he's always trying to draw something from you. So I think he knows he'd have to be very kind of tactically aware. Can't afford to be buying the feint of it on of Ancajas, and he'd also got to watch that southpaw left.
So into the 8th, Jerwin Ancajas, the IBF, Jonas Sultan in the black, and as Matt's been saying, it's this from Sultan. He really hasn't done too much wrong. He's kept his boxing. He's tried to find ways in himself.
He's looking for the right hand down the middle against the southpaw. He's had some success. But I'm just wondering, is Ancajas going to be happy kind of cruising to a points decision, force a stoppage if he can. Not that he's ever looked like stopping Sultan, and we don't want to cute defensively, staying nice and tight, staying small, good footwork himself, good judge of distance himself, so can force the stoppage. But you know, he's well on top in terms of winning the rounds for me. But nice right hand there from Sultan.
And for that reason, maybe he will just box the rounds here and not take any undue risks.
Pretty aggressive, pretty vicious, but I think it's probably more a case of once he smells the blood, puts the foot to the floor and really closes in on it. But right now, like you say, he hasn't really caused him any major trouble so far, and he's boxing nicely, he's in a good rhythm, he's winning the rounds. So
just trying to barrel his way forward there, Sultan. Left hand thrown by Ancajas, just caught him. He was clipped by.
yeah, been a real good boxing match this has, not a blood and guts in the trenches type of fight, but a good tactical boxing match. As over the jab, which we've seen there, stays nice and small.
No knockdown, of course. Clash of heads between the two there. They both just put a glove to their forehead to check that there's no blood, no damage. Bacon now, after Niue stepped up
Good
to
left hook
bantam.
from Sultan.
Was a good left hand from Sultan, looks to try and throw another.
Nice left hook again from Sultan.
Ancajas.
Yeah, probably the best round of the fight for Sultan so far. Definitely having winning this one. He's
Up to this point, and that, I think, has just allowed Sultan to creep forward a little bit more. Pot-shotting with the left hand there, though, Ancajas.
A few nice straight right hands down the middle. Always an effective punch against the southpaw. And he's staying nice and small, staying nice and low, making himself a small target.
Got to the forehead there just to check that there was no blood, and there's a clash of heads.
No, just one of those things, a clash of heads, and he come out with the left hook. But yeah, no one was guilty, just southpaw and orthodox.
And they're just trying to light a fire under their man here and really rev him up for these final few rounds.
It was certainly geeing him up anyway in that corner.
Well, into the 10th, 3 to go. On a couple of occasions since then, but he's had a good start to the round here again, Sultan. Just trying to bully Ancajas a bit here if he can. He went the distance when he won the title against Arroyo. And in the 6th, his last fight, was a 10th round stoppage.
Cleanest punch of this round landed so far.
Watch your heads again.
Final 10 seconds of round 10.
There for a big finish. I wonder that they feel that they're in the fight on the scorecards. They feel they need a knockout. Surely they...
Pops out the jab there. Ancajas has not done as much of that.
Nice right hook
rounds.
there. Good right hook there.
Watch your head, watch your head.
Yep, nice 1-2 right hook to the body going in there from Ancajas.
And once he gets in range, to let his hands go, trying to find that right to the body. It did land from Sultan.
Something big and trying to really G himself up.
Landed a couple of uppercuts on the inside there, Ancajas as well. A right followed by a left. It's been an interesting fight to watch this. It's been well contested. But for the people leave talking about, there was just more action in that fight between Yafai and Carmona. That's not to say that it was a greater quality contest, but he's doing that.
Yeah, and I thought it was a good round from Ancajas, you know, just as Sultan was trying to G. Lovely right hook there. Yep, see another angle there. Oh, that was a real sickener just as he kind of walked onto it. Lovely kind of check right hook and then spun out and got off on a nice little angle. Real classy shot.
So heading into the 12th and final round, let's have a look at your card, Matt, and there to be any real danger that the judges are going to return a verdict different to the one
where I've gone with Sultan. You could have gone to probably Ancajas, so you know it hasn't been one-sided by any means. Sultan certainly played his part and he's kept Ancajas thinking it's all been coming from him.
And Sultan was looking a little bit unsteady there, up around that right eye of Sultan now.
Ancajas there, still up on his toes, kind of bouncing on them, feinting with his feet, still trying to draw that lead. Very well balanced fight and never loads up, just lets his hands go nice and
Sultan, he just steels himself to try and come forward again, but he was tagged by the left hand.
There. Driving Sultan back. Landing some nice right hands of his own all throughout the fight, but you have to say that Ancajas.
Heading into the final 30 seconds. Final few seconds, and these two just set their feet and go at it. And as the bell goes, they both...
All three in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. And still, IBF champion of the world, the pretty boy, Jerwin Ancajas.